Hey, I'm Mark Buckner with the Mark Buckner Group at Compass Realty. And today we're talking about the cost of living in Chicago. So if you're thinking about moving to Chicago, stay tuned. We're talking about everything from living, eating, playing, working in the city. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit the like button, click on that bell. So anytime we're doing a video, you'll get notified. So you're getting all the update tips on moving to Chicago and living in Chicago. So let's get into this real quick, right? We're talking about buying or renting a 2-bed, 2-bath condo in various parts of Chicagoland area, right? I work all over, so I got you covered. So let's take a look at Lincoln Park, where we're at right now. 2-bed, 2-bath condo is going to cost you about $625,000. In Lakeview, you're about $425,000. Wicker Park, about $550,000. Logan Square, $560,000. And hey, like I said, I got you covered in the suburbs. Oak Park, $325,000. You're on the North Shore in Highland Park, you're about $625,000. And then if you go out to Hinsdale, oh my God, you're up to $925,000 for a 2-bed, 2-bath condo. Well, in these various neighborhoods, if you're renting for turnkey, you're about anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 for a nice apartment, right? So not horrible. But if you're buying in Chicago, you need to understand your real estate taxes. One is we pay them behind the rears, but you're averaging on your purchase price about 1.75 to 2% of that purchase price. Can be pretty hefty. For a $500,000 condo, you're at $10,000 a year, so it costs you have to factor in. The other thing to factor in, we do have an income tax here that's 4.95%. Our sales tax is 10.25%. And then restaurants nowadays is charging a surcharge of about 3% on your meals and your drinks. That's to cover the cost of and try to manage inflation and trying to provide their employees and servers with a better wage. Initially when I saw it, I was pretty turned off by it, but I get it, I understand it, I'm kind of in support of it. So after that, let's talk your utilities. For your gas, electric, trash, and water, for a condo, you're averaging about $165 a month. Not horrible, but once again, another expense you have to factor in. So don't forget about that. Another expense is where you work and how you're going to get there. So if you're no longer working remote and you got to go into the office, how are you getting there? Me personally, if I'm you, I try to spend a little bit more and get something that's a convenient walk to the L, because that's your cheapest way to get in and out and around the city, right? Bus ride $225 and L $250, and 2 free transfers within those first 2 hours. So super cost effective, or you can just buy a month pass for 75 bucks. But if you need a car, it's going to be expensive. So if you don't have an electric, your gas is going to cost you about $5.25 a gallon right now in Chicago. And then don't forget about parking. Downtown, for street parking meter, it's $7 an hour. A little bit central business, you're $4.50, and a little bit more neighborhood areas, outer line, you're at $2.50 an hour. And then if you're parking in a parking lot, you're anywhere from 25 to 60 bucks, depending on where you're at. It's super expensive to maintain a car and own a car in the city. So, and besides, don't forget about all the traffic. The train is the way to go if I'm you. Unlike me, I do take the train when I can, but I'm in my car a lot. I'm a broker, and I'm going to teach you these neighborhoods and drive you around. So after your car expense, let's talk dining, right? Casual meal, you're going out to lunch, a nice lunch, or a light dinner, you're about 20 bucks a meal. A 3-course meal, you're anywhere, I'd say, from 80 bucks to 125 bucks with tip. That doesn't include alcohol. So if you want to drink, you should factor in, let's say a beer is going to cost you around $5 to $7. A glass of wine is going to cost you anywhere from $8 to $12. And a cocktail in Chicago, depending on the restaurant, anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks, right? So if you're doing a 3-course meal with beverages, you can quickly get to 200 for that meal. Now, let's talk exercise. I need to exercise because I live to eat. So I want to keep the weight down as I get a little bit older. And so a gym just a regular standard gym where you can have free weights and exercise machines and cardio machines, like standard old school gym from the 80s and the 90s, you're about 50 bucks a month. But if you're looking for specialty in classes, HIIT programs, or you're looking to do some CrossFit, you're about anywhere from, I'd say, 150 to 250 a month, right? Gets a little bit expensive, but it's a great way to meet people if you're moving to Chicago. Get yourself in some group exercise fitness. And then let's talk entertainment. So a lot of it's free. As far as just casual, doing things around the city for walks, visiting parks. You can get into some of our museums on certain days for free. But if you're looking to take in a comedy show, a concert, a sporting event, on the average with ticket and drinks and some food, you're anywhere from about, I'd say 100 to 150 bucks an event. So that's a quick summary on your expenses. Give us a call. If you're moving here, there's so many options. It can be overwhelming and hard to navigate. I got you covered. I get calls, texts, emails every day, day or night, and the weekends. I love them. We love them. We've helped tons of people. We will respond. We got you covered. Give me a call. I'm a Chicago boy. I know this city like the back of my hand.